92.5. Second date update.
Whenever a guy emails the show and tells us, I had this really funny and unique idea for a date, we have to be skeptical.
Well, not so condescending, but a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Because usually their idea, definitely turns out to be unique, but not necessarily fun.
Or a good idea.
Yeah, more like unique in a bad way. Like, hey, let's go to the serial killer museum after dark. No one's there.
Cool.
What could go wrong?
I don't know.
Anyway, one of our listeners, Ryan, contacted us recently saying that he went on a fun and unique date.
Okay.
But we'll be the judge of that.
All right.
Okay.
You're walking into a room of skeptics, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, I don't trust you.
Whoa.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
That's not what I meant.
Welcome, Ryan.
I'm
You
kidding.
guys are being rude.
I might trust you.
I might.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey,
All right, you've won me over. I trust you 100% now.
That was easy.
I'm an easy one.
Wow.
So,
Very
Ryan,
gullible.
tell us about the girl that you went out with. What's her name?
all right. Well, her name is Olivia.
I don't trust you again.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of back and forth on this one, Ryan,
Hot
I
and
think.
cold.
It's not.
Yeah.
On a roller coaster with you, Ryan.
Come on.
Hey, I want to know what made you want to do something fun and unique for Olivia, because that takes time and effort. So she
Yeah.
must be special in some way.
So we met on like an app, and I don't know if you guys are on any of the dating apps, but like every single person on those apps always says that they're like super into hiking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's obnoxious.
I don't believe any of them. I think they're all liars, and they just want to
Yes.
sound like athletic and outdoorsy.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's really hard for the real hikers out there because, like, we're all like, no, we actually like it. And no, everyone thinks we're lying.
Yeah, but everyone wants to seem interesting. They don't want to put, I like to watch Netflix and eat mac and cheese all day. Like,
Well,
that's
that's what
not
I
going to win you
put.
over.
What would be wrong with that?
Well,
Thank you.
doesn't get you as many swipes.
It's not
but
like I live in the middle of the ocean, but I still love hiking. Like, it's just always hiking.
Her profile had something funny. She actually like called those people out, and she was like, "I don't like hiking.
that's pretty
Wow,
good.
that
I'm
is
not
good.
like everybody else. Like, I actually don't like hiking." And I thought that was funny that she put that in there. So
Yeah.
we chatted for a while, and we eventually decided to meet.
For a hike?
Yeah, of course, Jeffrey.
No, I suggested that we go for a walk.
Why would you do that?
Well,
That
I
is
Wait.
if she doesn't like hiking, then you go to a bar and you drink. A walk?
She said that she was like athletic, but she's not like obsessed with hiking like everybody else pretends to be on
Gosh.
Tinder and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
she,
the pe-
she likes hiking just without the trees and nature, just normal walking.
Straight hiking.
Well, I thought it was a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, Ryan. I'm with you.
If someone doesn't like hiking, they're not going to like walking. Like,
I
that's
kind
like,
of agree too.
they're literally the same things. But okay, you know.
They are not the same thing. We weren't wearing boots. We didn't have like
Yeah.
a picnic in our backpack. We weren't sweaty and like,
So when you said fun and unique date, this doesn't sound very unique.
yeah, because you guys keep interrupting me and I can't finish a damn sentence.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Go
Continue.
ahead.
So what had happened was, to make the date like extra special and unique, I ordered a bag of googly eyes. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Like,
Uh-huh.
hmm
and they have like, they're like stickers almost. You can peel the back off and you can just like stick them anywhere. So as we were walking, I just like busted those out and we just started kind of like putting them in random places.
Oh my God. I actually love that. You vandalized the city with googly eyes.
Oh, come on. It's not vandalized. They peel right off. It's not like,
It's not graffiti.
I'm here for it. I'm not saying that I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
I think
That is
that's really
funny.
funny.
Yeah, you were actually right.
Yeah.
The fun and unique came through.
and she was laughing and like, it was kind of like a cool icebreaker. And I don't know, it was fun. Like, it was nice to like show like my silly.
It is fun to imagine a stop sign with two googly eyes in the
Totally.
O. Like,
Absolutely.
like, okay,
Absolutely.
I'll stop
All right,
reading.
so how did everything go with the googly eyes and the hiking in the city?
All that was great. And then we eventually found a taco truck and we just got some food.
Now we're
This
talking.
is actually a really cute date. What was the interaction between you two like?
It was great. I mean, I was making her laugh a lot. And for me, that's always a really good sign.
Uh-huh.
So I was feeling really good. And we were sitting on a staircase just eating our food. It was super chill and like the sun was setting. And
Aw.
I just felt like it was the moment, for the kiss.
Oh, yeah.
And so we kissed. And when I pulled back from the kiss, like she had her eyes closed and she was smiling. So
Oh.
I thought you were going to say she had googly eyes on.
That's really cute.
That would have been amazing.
That
Oh
would've
my
been clutch, but-
God.
That is
I-
cute.
Wait, so she's not calling you back?
she is not even responding to a single text.
Oh, wow.
sounds like romantic, fun walking.
And you fed her tacos, and how is she not even texting you
Yeah,
back?
that's a very good point, Jose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you think of anything that you may have done wrong?
I can't think of anything that I did, but the one thing that's kind of like on my mind is that she did mention that she had some amazing job offer that she was kind of like waiting to hear about, and it's out of state. But she told me that she hadn't like quite made up her mind, and she didn't know what was going to happen. Like it was kind of like up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, like maybe she just got the job and accepted it and just left. And
yeah.
It's really weird that she wouldn't just tell you that.
Yeah.
Like it was already on the table.
Well, it's still
Yeah,
one date.
it's
I
weird.
wouldn't like whatever. You'll figure it out.
I guess maybe like the date could have meant a lot more to me than it did to her. But
Aw, I mean, yeah, though, probably.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out once and for all, okay? We're going to play a song, come back, we'll call Olivia and see if we can get you a second date update, okay, Ryan?
all right, cool, thanks.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
Guys, you know what I've been thinking about in the break?
What?
I don't know if the listeners or if my co-hosts have thought about this, but I'm wondering if the girl's out-of-state job offer was all made up. Just so that she could have an easy excuse for not seeing him again.
Why would she go to such extremes?
Because it'd be a solid reason. It'd be something where she could, like, reject him and it's not her fault.
See, I didn't think of that at all, but now
Yes.
it's genius, Jeff. I
Until
agree.
she accidentally runs into him at the grocery store or something a couple weeks later.
Oh, I got
like,
fired.
Well-
Sorry.
Exactly. So here's what I need to know from you, Ryan. Did she say the job offer thing before or after the kiss?
Oh my God, you guys are blowing my mind right now.
Well, answer it.
We talked about the job offer after we kissed.
Oh, so it's fake.
No, it's not fake. It
Jeff's
could just be
right.
that she realized that she had a real connection with you during the kiss, and then she's like, oh my God, I have to tell him.
Oh, like wanted to warn him.
Yeah,
Oh,
this may not work out.
I still think Jeff's right.
Yeah,
She's conniving.
You guys really think that she would make something up like that?
Oh, we've heard it all, Ryan. Seriously.
It's
like,
not beyond the realm of possibility,
Yeah.
but I am still hopeful and positive that that is not the case.
All right, well, that kind of throws a wrench in things for me, but
Yeah, totally. Brooke's hope is usually the dagger to any
Okay.
romantic encounter, so not looking good.
You just got the kiss of death, bro. Sorry.
God, I can't even argue that.
I really hope you guys are wrong. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna say.
man.
Me too, man.
Ryan took Olivia out on a date where they walked around the city. They put googly eyes on inanimate objects together, like fire hydrants and cop cars, and had a kiss while watching the sunset.
Oh my God, and she had her eyes closed and she was smiling when they were done with
that's
the kiss.
adorable.
But now she's not responding, and we're wondering, did she really take a job in another state, or was that maybe just an excuse to get out of seeing him again? So let's get to the bottom of this. We're going to dial the phone number right now and call Olivia and find out if she really took a job in another state.
Ooh, is the number out of state number?
No one changes their number anymore. Just
Oh,
call.
That's right.
All right, Ryan, you ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Olivia, please?
this is Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. My name's Young Jeffrey. I work on the radio. Do you have a second to talk?
Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Olivia.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
So answer.
Okay, you're supposed to explain,
is this-
Jeffrey.
okay.
Yeah, that's your point.
This
where
is
you
now.
tell her.
Sorry, I got confused.
I know.
So-
Use himself.
Olivia, the reason I'm calling you is because we're doing something you may or may not have heard of before. It's called a second date update. If you don't know what that is, it's where if you go out with someone and afterwards you're getting blown off, you can email us and we'll call that person for you and try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
All right, make sense?
Mhm.
So the person that asked us to contact you, his name is Ryan.
Okay.
You remember going out with a guy named Ryan recently?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot judge how you're feeling
I
right now about
know.
this, Olivia. Those are short
You don't
answers.
sound nervous. You don't sound upset.
What?
No, I just thought you'd have some emotion, like, oh, Ryan, or oh, Ryan. You're just like, okay, Ryan.
Yeah, you're hard to read over the phone.
Yeah,
I don't know what you expect. I'm just answering your question.
fair.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
fair.
Totally.
Well, Olivia, there's been a question that's been on our mind because Ryan told us all about your guys' date and about walking around the city, doing the googly eyes, having a kiss at sunset.
Oh my God, which sounded so
I
cute.
know, and tacos.
It
Aw.
all sounded pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good time.
All right.
Okay.
So Ryan mentioned that this came up during your conversation, that you talked about possibly having a job offer from out of state. And, we've done a lot of these phone calls, so we're a little bit jaded and we're wondering, is it real? Is the job offer a real thing?
Yeah.
Because we thought for a second that maybe it was just an excuse.
The job offer that I talked with him about is real.
The out-of-state job offer is a real thing.
Okay.
I'm considering leaving to take it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
is that why you're not calling him back? You just don't want to get romantically involved with someone if you're not going to be here?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was on a date with Ryan, and everything was going good, and I guess at the end I was just disappointed
What were you disappointed in?
that he didn't fight for me.
He didn't fight for you?
Yeah.
In what way? I mean, he didn't bring up anything about where he would need to fight for you.
It was clear to me that he didn't care if I left.
What makes you say that?
He didn't chase after me and say, I feel for you, I love you, I feel something for you.
Oh, hold on.
On a first date, you wanted him to run after you and say, I love you?
Yeah.
I want him to at least say, there's something between us, don't take this job.
Oh.
Don't go to the job.
But he didn't say that.
No.
I mean, I don't think that that's a shock, Olivia. I would say the majority of people would feel like after a first date, that would be someone completely overstepping their bounds.
Yeah, that's not his place.
Well, that's how I feel. I need a knight in shining armor to come and fight for me, to make me feel like they feel the same way I do. Especially if there's a connection right away, and that can happen.
But you didn't even give him a chance. You guys hung out once, and then you're not returning his calls or his texts. You just
Oh,
totally...
he wants us to go out again. I need him to say he wants something more if that's what he feels. If he wants me to engage, I need to know there's more.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a lot to ask of one person after a first date.
Pretty heavy.
Well, it's a big job offer that I'm facing here, and I don't have enough time to figure all of this out, so I need to know what people feel right away, because I have to make this decision.
Well, maybe we should find out how Ryan really feels right now, because he's been on the other line listening this entire time and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
Ryan?
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't mean for you to hear all that.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sense of this. So, how was I supposed to read your mind and just know that you wanted me to fight for you? I mean,
You were supposed to
You
make
made-
a move. Make a move. Show me some leap off the cliff. If
Leap
you
of
feel that,
faith?
then
how am I supposed to leap off the cliff if you weren't even texting me back? I mean,
no. At the end of the date, you didn't do anything. You were just like, well, I guess I'll give you a call.
But you had already kissed. You'd already...
What did you want him to say? No, how dare you quit your job?
You're coming home with
Yes.
me forever.
I wanted him to say, don't take the job. Stay here with me.
it was only one date. I mean, we barely knew each other. I mean,
Sometimes it happens right away.
Well,
So I think, wait, hold on. I think what she's saying, though, Ryan, is that, remember how you asked us, maybe they didn't feel the same. Maybe she didn't feel the same about me as I did her. She obviously either felt the same or a lot more about you. This is, a good thing if you're not freaked out by it.
do you want her to stay?
of course I wanted. I mean, obviously I'm calling a radio station to try to figure out what the hell is going on. So, I mean, I definitely felt a connection on the date, but this is all really confusing for me.
Well, clearly Olivia is the type of girl that likes grand romantic gestures. That's her love language. So do you have some grand romantic? Do you have some cliff you can jump off of right now?
Put him on the spot.
Maybe you can climb a Ferris wheel, refuse to get off until she agrees to reject the job. Is this sounding good to you, Olivia?
Yes, I just need him to make it clear to me because I'm debating on this job, and it needs to be more than just a date to me. Ryan?
Okay.
That's a lot.
Is that yes, you're into it? I can't judge how you're feeling right now, Ryan.
I can't judge how you're feeling either. This is what I'm talking about. Men are so indecisive. I don't want an indecisive person
problem.
anymore. I want them to decide.
Yeah, come on, Ryan, make a decision. You gonna marry her tonight or what?
Oh my God.
I really would love to see you again. That's all I can say right now. Like, I've been texting you and I've been calling these idiots on the radio because I really want to see you again. I mean, that's just me being 100% honest.
See?
That's actually really romantic.
Yeah, Olivia.
Ryan, I'm being really honest with you. If we meet again, I'm going to want to make love.
Oh, what?
Wait.
I mean,
Not not even hook up? Like,
Congratulations,
So,
Ryan.
all right, so that
Oh
worked.
my gosh, are you ready
Wow.
for passion, bro?
This is awkward. I mean, I'm here for it, though.
How is make love creepier than hook up? That was so bad. I'm sorry.
Don't be scared
Well,
of love, Jose.
You know, hold on. Before the lovemaking
love.
begins, I need to ask Olivia. We'll offer to pay for you guys to meet up and
What? No.
and make love, and we'll pay for it too.
What do we pay for a hotel
We will,
room?
no.
Really? Well, I would like him to pay for it because that's what a man does.
Oh, okay. Now
If
we're
he's-
getting out of control.
Hold on, if he's serious though.
Ryan?
I mean, it's skirting a line. Ryan, you want to pay her to make love?
No, for a date. No,
for a date?
do not say that, dude.
I'm down for some lovemaking, yeah.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right.
No.
I
Brian, I am really looking forward to making love to you.
Well, okay then.
Why am I laughing?
This is the best second date update ever.
This is uncomfortable.
Congratulations, Ryan. Grand romantic gesture achieved.
Jeez.
Wow. Thank you, I think.
You're welcome, we think?
It has to be romantic.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, no pressure, Ryan.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We got an email from a mystery guy who wants to get a second date update.
Why a mystery?
He requested that we not use his real name during the call.
And how is the person going to know who we're talking about?
That's a good question.
Okay.
And I don't know why he doesn't want to use his real name if he's maybe in the witness protection program.
Oh, that's obviously what we should go to first.
Or if he's maybe trying to have an affair and doesn't want his wife to find out about this.
Oh, dang.
Or maybe his real name is just super sad and embarrassing. Like Stevie Sharts
Oh, what a terrible name.
or Will Whack Me. I don't know.
You never
We're-
forget Will Whack Me, though.
No, you won't. Well, let's talk to him. First, what fake name would you like to go by and why are you hiding your identity?
Hey guys, I'm going to be using Chip Green.
Chip Green.
Like a chocolate
Okay.
chip?
Why
All right.
pick such a lame fake name?
Hey,
Chip?
don't make fun of his name.
Sorry to all of our listeners named Chip out
I
there.
don't know.
What do you want his name to be, like Renegade? Like,
I don't
it's not
know,
supposed
just-
to
Yeah,
be cool.
why-
That's something badass.
Why are you
No,
hiding your
Chip.
identity?
So here's the thing. I am a professional golfer, and people wouldn't know who I am if I said my name.
Is this Bruce Kepka?
Okay.
No, and you know what? That's not true. I wouldn't know who you were if you said your name. I don't know any, unless you're Tiger Woods.
I'm not Tiger Woods.
Okay, then I wouldn't have known you.
All right, then now I get the name Chip Green.
Ricky Fowler?
I get it.
That's-
Yeah.
That's clever.
Could have been rough fairway.
Yeah.
No? Okay,
Nope.
didn't think that
He
was
didn't
funny.
like that
Apparently
one.
my golf humor is not on par.
All right.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
another gone. There's layers to this,
Oh,
guys.
God. This is going to be a long
I'm
call.
with you, Brooke.
All right, Chip.
Fantastic.
All right.
So, Chip, tell us about the woman that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Stephanie.
Okay.
And I'm guessing since you're a professional athlete that you don't often not get a call back.
You would be correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how did you meet Stephanie?
It's a dating website like, OkCupid, but it's specifically for elite millionaires, executives, sports
Nice.
stars like myself.
So
Uh-huh.
are
Dude,
the
that's cool.
do the women on this site also have to be that elite?
No, they kind of just have to look good. I mean, there's no
Oh.
net worth qualifications for them.
Okay.
Oh,
So this is like
okay.
a sugar daddy type situation.
Not at all, not at all. It's a way to find a different class of people, for people like me who are in the public eye. And, I'm looking for a real connection.
Oh.
So you actually want a relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
So what about her stood out?
She was, probably the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. She was
Aw.
stunning. She was gorgeous.
Yeah, do you have any more adjectives for how attractive she was?
Yeah, well, no, it's a dating site, so, looks are the first thing I noticed. Then I read her profile, and she seemed funny and smart. She has a college education, and she has her own job.
So she's
and-
basically checking all your boxes before you even met her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so what were you feeling when you're going into this date? Are you nervous?
Oh, yeah, I was definitely nervous because I was like, I don't want to blow this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more nervous going into this date or doing the 18th hole where you're going to win the tournament?
You know what? The date, because I know that I'm probably going to make that shot.
Oh,
You've been
okay.
practicing
Okay.
your
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah,
So-
you're a pro. Okay.
FedEx Cup, no big deal.
What did you guys decide to do for the date?
So she had said that she is not easily impressed. So I rented a helicopter.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
I picked her up in the helicopter, flew us out, get into a Rolls Royce that I rented.
Oh, my God.
He's going to get some dinner
Yeah.
in the helicopter.
Why did I never date a really rich superstar? Like, what is my problem?
But it gets better. Drive the Rolls Royce, beautiful scenery. We're talking get to like a harbor, like a yacht club.
Oh, of course, yes. It's not a boat, it's a yacht.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like first class dining experience on this boat.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what is the vibe like between you two through all of this?
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
Like we were having this expensive date, but it was talking about real stuff.
Okay.
But this is the part where I think she was really impressed. So, we're talking about like hobbies, and I said, I love my dogs, all that sort of thing, but I recently started collecting diamonds.
Oh, wait a minute.
Get off the phone. Get off the phone. You
You're
stop
kidding
it.
me.
I'm a professional golfer who collects diamonds.
Yeah, we talked
What?
about some really down-to-earth stuff.
No, listen, it's a serious thing.
And then what? What happened?
Well, we had dessert, and then I had paid for a fireworks show over the harbor.
Oh, my gosh,
Oh,
bro.
dude.
Dang, dude.
How are you going to ever come back on your second date and up this at all?
Well, that's the thing. I can't even get a second date with her, so I can't even try at this point.
Okay, well, so, how did this all end for you? How did the evening end after the fireworks were done?
So, the evening was winding down, and I told her, I said, I've got this whole yacht for the whole weekend. No pressure. If you want to stay the night, you can. You can have your own cabin. We don't have to sleep in the same bed.
Oh, my
Oh, my
But,
God.
no
dude.
pressure.
So cool.
She said no, that she had stuff to do the next day. So I drove her back to the helicopter. I was staying on the yacht for the weekend because, why not?
Yeah. And then, what was the last moments before she got on the helicopter?
Well, it was like a nice kiss goodbye. And
okay.
then, she waved through the window as like the helicopter was going up. And that was it. That's the last I've heard from her.
It could be that she just met a better millionaire on that same dating website. I'm not to be terrible,
Yeah, someone
but
that actually owns a yacht.
if you described her as the most beautiful woman on that dating site that the elite people are on, maybe she's got options.
If you say so. But at least like a text, even if I had taken her to like Arby's, I would want
Yeah.
a text and it was like, thanks for dinner.
Man, she
Yeah.
gave you nothing afterwards?
Nothing.
Oh, that's
kind
cruel.
of rude.
Yeah.
But they did kiss.
Last time I hung out with a diamond collector, I at least said that was great.
Yeah, she at least gave some over-the-shirt stuff. But I don't know. Okay, let's call Stephanie. We'll play a song, come back, and we'll get you a second date update, okay?
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, hang on. If you're just tuning in, we are #blessed because we've got a pro athlete on the phone for a second date update. Not sure exactly who he is because he asked not to use his real name. Instead, he wanted to use the alias Chip Green because he's a pro golfer.
I just got it, Chip.
Yes.
Just now got
I
it?
didn't
Chip.
know. Well, you made fun of it for being so lame.
Chip onto, the green.
Yeah.
It could have been Chip Putter.
And we already have a bunch of people texting in, guessing who you are, but Chip met a gorgeous woman named Stephanie on a dating app for ultra-rich and famous people. He took her on a date that would honestly put The Bachelor to shame.
Yeah.
He rented a helicopter, which flew them to a Rolls Royce that he'd rented, which drove them to a private yacht where they enjoyed a catered dinner, cooked by, I assume, celebrity chef Bobby Flay. And then to finish off the night, he paid for a fireworks show over the harbor where the yacht was moored. And he offered to let Stephanie stay with him on the yacht for the weekend in her own private cabin, but she declined. And ever since, she's gone completely silent. So he wants some answers. Is that right, Chip?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But don't forget, I collect diamonds, and we did talk about that.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. I apologize for not mentioning your new diamond collecting hobby.
Yeah, Chip, you say you did all of this because she claimed to be not easily impressed.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
is there any chance that by that she meant like impressed by people's personality or the intangible things that money can't buy?
No, I don't think that's what she meant.
It's just so much. Like the fireworks show for me would have put it over the edge. What are you compensating for is kind of almost what it feels like.
Okay, well, don't you worry about that. But, like, I honestly don't think she ever thought that I would call her on it.
You wanted to put your money where your mouth was, is what you're saying.
Literally.
Lot of the money.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
It wasn't as much as you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we have very different ideas of what
Yes.
is a lot of money and what
Yes,
is not.
humble Chip. Not bragging at all about his date. Let's call Stephanie right now and figure out why she's not getting back to you. You ready?
I'm all ready. Thank you, guys.
All right, here we go. I'm dialing the phone number right now.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Stephanie, please?
This is she. Who's calling?
This is the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We're doing something called a second date update. Have you ever heard of that before?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Okay, it's a positive.
That's
Cool.
that's
Cool.
something. You've got the ears that have heard the things.
Yeah.
And so if you're not familiar with it, though, the way it works is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can reach out to our show and we'll get a hold of them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
I mean, I haven't gone out on a date with anyone who hasn't called me back.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
it's,
see, you're the person who's not calling back after the date.
and they're wanting to go out with you again, but you're not touching base at all with them. You've ghosted them.
I would tell you the name of the guy who's calling, but I don't know his name.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't help. He's going by an alias.
Yeah.
That seems kind of sketchy.
Well,
It is.
he's trying to protect his image because he's sort of in the spotlight a lot.
He's a pro golfer.
He's a pro golfer.
Oh. I don't know if I want to talk about this on the radio.
What? We're talking about the date, right? Like the helicopter Rolls Royce yacht fireworks date.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh.
Okay.
Dude, he said that you didn't even text him back a thank you.
Nope. I did not.
Wow. That's brutal.
yeah. Why would you be so cold to him after he went all out for you with this? I mean, he must have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this date.
Okay, so Stephanie, this was my theory, okay? I mean, because he told us that the reason he did all that was because you said you weren't very easily impressed. I mean, that had to impress you, right?
Yeah, it was impressive.
Was it too much? Because the fireworks show would have put me over the edge.
That was a little bit too much. I mean, it was pretty, but it kind of felt like he was overcompensating.
Okay. I mean, we're just hoping to get some answers for the guy because he says he really likes you and he thought that you guys had a strong connection and you're giving him nothing after the date ended.
Well, there's a reason for that.
What would that be?
This is going to be embarrassing for him.
I mean, he already knows that when he calls into our show asking for help. You basically sign up with the acknowledgement that you might hear something you don't want to hear.
It's kind of like the terms and conditions of doing this.
Yeah.
But also, like, we're using his fake name. We don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't either,
What?
What do you mean?
except I know who he's not.
Okay.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so you know about this website where we met through.
Yeah, we're like the rich, elite, famous, super wealthy people date.
Right. So I've dated another pro golfer, and after the date, I texted my ex, who I'm still friends with, because I just wanted some background on this guy, because he just didn't fit the profile of golfers I've hung out with before. Something felt off.
Okay.
And so my ex said he would look into him, and he texted me back 15 minutes later, and he was like, this guy doesn't exist. And I was like,
What?
what do you mean? And he said, he's just not a golfer. He's not in the league or whatever it is. I don't really care about sports.
So wait.
It's a tour, but
He was lying about being a pro golfer? I mean, because that was his whole
Yeah.
shtick to us, was that he couldn't tell us his name because people would know him as a professional golfer.
yeah.
Right.
He can't tell you his name because nobody will know him as a professional golfer.
Whoa. But how would he have all that money?
Yeah.
I don't know how he has that money, but I've already reported him to the website. I emailed and was like, this guy's a scam artist and you guys need to vet your clients more thoroughly.
Wow.
Well, geez, I don't know what to say anymore other than to tell you that he's been on the other line listening and he wants to talk to you.
Are you guys serious?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I went no contact with him for a reason.
Well, don't you want to know why he's lying or where he got all this stuff from?
No,
I'd be dying
I don't
to
ever
know.
want to talk to him again.
Well, it's a little bit too late for that. Chip's there, I
Well,
think.
that's really cute, you guys.
Chip.
Hey, Stephanie.
What's up, creep?
Oh.
All right.
It's actually Chip. You mispronounced that one.
Just like real quick, guys, right off the bat, I just want to say to you, Stephanie, I didn't lie about anything.
What?
So you are a pro
Uh-huh.
golfer.
You want to find some pictures of yourself playing golf and text them to these radio people? Because nobody else can find any.
Well, I'll tell you, you're never going to hear back from the website because they did vet me, and they know my net worth.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So wait, hold
This
on.
is all confusing, man. You got to explain. Apparently, the other golfers on the tour don't know who you are.
Can you just give up the lie? Nobody's buying this.
Okay, listen, I am a pro golfer, but it's mini golf that I'm a professional at.
What?
Oh, you're a pro mini golfer?
I wasn't lying. I tour constantly, and I make a really good living.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. My goodness. I don't know what to say.
Well,
Stephanie, how you feeling?
I feel exactly the same way I did before you guys called. I just don't want to go out with him again.
But I mean, he's right, though. I will say he wasn't lying. He's actually I didn't know that professional mini golf existed, but
Okay, so I used to say that I was a pro mini golfer on my website profile, and people thought it was a joke. So I said, well, maybe you'll just change it to pro golfer and see. And all of a sudden now you're like, oh, a pro golfer. It was my paycheck. That's what you were interested in.
You have to be wealthy on both ends to get on this site, asshole.
Oh.
Stop trying to, pull yourself out of this by your tiny little...
That whole stereotype about mini golfers having small is totally untrue. And you're just a shrew.
I guess I'll never find out.
so do we ask still?
I don't know. I feel like maybe we should. This is the right time. Stephanie, at this point, we'd like to offer you a second date with Chip, the mini golfer, not the pro real golfer. Would you like to go out with him? We'll pay for it.
No, thank you.
Oh, shocking.
Are you sure?
I didn't see that coming.
You could lock down that pro mini golf
I'm
money.
really, really, really sure, you guys.
Oh.
I'm done here.
You know what? Before you guys asked, I was done with her.
Oh.
She lost out on a mini golf pro. She lost out. Too bad for her.
Chip,
my God.
you'll find a woman that loves mini golf just as much as you do. Don't be ashamed of what you do for a living, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You are absolutely right.
yeah.
You bogeyed this date, but the next one, you're going to get an eagle, I promise.
Do you still use those terms in mini golf?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Right? Right, Chip?
Well, you don't have it quite right, but you're
Okay. I mean, who cares?
Moving 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Not a lot of people know this about me, but if I go out on a date with somebody and it's a good date, I will wait an hour or so after, and then I will call them to thank them for the date, and I had a good time and everything else.
Hold on. You'll actually call?
I actually call the number.
You don't
Yeah.
text?
No, I call to say thank you.
I didn't even know you knew how to do that.
Standard thing. Well, I don't really talk to them. I just call, and then I block the number, and when they answer, I just go, and if she knows it's me calling to say thank you in the special way that I do, then we'll go out again because we obviously click. If she doesn't know it's me, no big deal. I'm sure I'll see her again at some point. So,
So weird.
not worried about it. But Bruce, who is on the phone today and wants to do a second date update, is very confused why his date's not calling him back because apparently after they went out, he called her to say thank you. They had a good conversation, and now she's not calling him back at all. I'm curious, Bruce, do you do the call the same way I do?
Please say no.
No, man.
Try it next time. Women love heavy breathing in the phone.
Yeah, I'll definitely be sure to try that.
Okay, cool. First of all, tell us a little bit about how you met the girl that you want to call today.
Well, her name's Madison. We met online. You know, I've done it a few times. Have you guys tampered with the online dating?
Craigslist, yeah.
Craig, that's not on my dating, Jubal.
Yeah, it's weird. Most of
That's
people
just-
want you to pay them.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Usually you pay services.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I went through eHarmony.
Oh, okay.
And that was supposed to be
legit.
That's another pay site too, much like Craigslist. You know.
Not really, but
No?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, eHarmony, that's where most people look that I've researched on, I guess, to look for more serious kind of relationships.
Oh, so you're looking for a serious thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of done with the whole bachelor lifestyle, I guess.
And is that something that you say right off the gate, like, I'm looking for something serious?
I tend to wait till I actually meet the person, and we kind of fill each other out, kind of where we stand with that. But I do tend to look for girls who fit that profile.
And did you think that Madison fit that profile?
I did. I mean, I met a few girls online before. They didn't really work out. Some people are just in it for the reasons I'm not into, which...
Just cheap sex and fun, Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So what was it about Madison that made her stand out?
She has a really, really fun personality. Even before meeting her, she just you can kind of see it from a distance. And then as she gets up closer, she's just beautiful.
Were you following her around before you met her? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, like her profile pictures, again, it was, I mean...
Well, just the way you said from a distance, I pictured you, like, looking through a window with binoculars, and you're like, and then once I brushed her arm when I walked past her in the coffee shop, then I noticed that she did have a fun personality.
No, I mean, how it was, everyone pretty much looks good in their profile pictures.
Okay, that's what you meant. All right.
So, yeah, then we met up at a bar. She was just beautiful. She didn't cake on makeup. How some girls, especially on first dates, I swear, like to go overboard, and you're not sure which is their face or, or how deep it goes.
How deep does that makeup? I usually just reach across the table and try to scratch it off at that point just to see. Do you feel like you guys really clicked together?
Absolutely. Yeah. Conversation was easy the entire time. And we both joked about the whole online thing, and how it's just kind of a crapshoot.
How did everything end with you guys?
The date lasted a few hours. When it was time to go, I just kind of asked her if I could call her to hang out again, or go out. And she gave me a really big smile and said, absolutely. Wow. So based on that, I decided to take it upon myself to lean in, and I kind of just gave her a little kiss. Nothing too aggressive.
Not too aggressive. Grab the back of her head. Get over here.
Yeah. No, it seemed like it was right. It's kind of that lull silence, I guess, after a little bit of laughter, I guess. So it just, again, it seemed like almost like a movie.
She sounds like quite the catch.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. All the way home, I just couldn't stop thinking about the date. I kept replaying everything in my head. And so, as I pulled in my garage, I thought to call her, and I just thanked her again for the date and how amazing it was, and that I'd really like to go out again, and if she would like to as well. She reciprocated that and was really excited that I called, and we set plans for the next Friday.
Wow.
So that conversation went cool, but yet she's not getting back to you for a second date.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm so confused. Ever since we made that plan, I really haven't heard anything.
Do you think that she's getting like hit up left and right and maybe found a better option online?
That's kind of what I'm afraid of. But to really just not text or anything and just to drop with the night we did have, at least some closure would be nice.
Yeah, and especially if you guys already made plans, so you didn't set your Friday night aside, and then she just doesn't get back to you.
Exactly.
Huh.
Interesting. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Right on. Thanks, guys.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Bruce is on the phone with us. He's currently experiencing one of the most frustrating things in dating. He went out with a girl. They had a great date, seemed to click on every level. Even after the date, they made plans to go out on another date, like scheduled plans. And then she just stopped talking to him. And she wasn't a total dog face, which is nice, too. She was attractive. So Bruce is trying to figure out why she's not calling him back. All right, Bruce, we're about to give her a call and find out. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
What's the best case scenario for you in this?
That she was really busy or she lost her phone.
Okay.
I'm praying she lost her phone.
Yeah. And she couldn't hop on the internet to contact you via Facebook or eHarmony where you guys met. There's she dropped off the grid for a little while. Maybe she's homeless and we find that out.
Oh, thank
and there was
God.
no way to get a hold of you. That's the only thing that I can think could be good in this scenario.
All right.
All right. Prepare for the worst, I think is what they're saying.
Here we go, man. I'm going to dial the phone number right now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Madison, please?
This is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce.
Okay.
And Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into them and you want to go out with them again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes.
It's pretty frustrating, right?
It is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So then...
And I do apologize.
Okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you. I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you could tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his
Yeah,
feelings.
and relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this, and I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up.
Uh-huh.
And
so you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to
You
listen
do?
for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something, you know?
it wasn't pervy. I
Oh,
wasn't
damn.
being the perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
because it's
It goes one of two
all
ways. Like
fun.
Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, "Whoa, that's creepy."
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so you
you
just
can't,
feel
but
feel like
other
it
people
was
could.
you feel like it was too much.
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, you couldn't see his face. You don't know.
We're trying so hard
you.
for like the storybook love tale thing
Dude,
right now.
seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you're you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or you could have found a stage 5 clinger. It all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. I mean, that's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
But that's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibes that I got. And, like, hey, that's fine for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage, all right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right, and the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison. Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
Yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. I think I love her, man. I want to marry her, or something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but...
So, what, like, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So, kind of what I meant was, where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Madison, can't you give this guy a chance? I mean, I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a grounds of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
I mean, if it has to always be remembered, we did have a good time. We had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I mean, I didn't really care too much. That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love. Yeah. Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
That's good.
But he could have said, like, horrible things about you. He could talk about, like, your boobs or your butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That happened after Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
Like, you actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I just tried to help him out.
I don't know. That's like a lot of pressure. I mean, I'm still pretty young, so
all right.
That's it's always going to be like in the back of my head. Like,
well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for it.
Oh my God!
Come on, Madison, give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I mean, I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I mean, I feel so guilty about all of this. I mean, I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce.
Yeah.
You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play
Oh,
it.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Thanks, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is a little different. Actually, it started at a place where I feel sorry for almost any woman that goes there.
What is it?
The golf course.
Why? Women love golf.
Well, I know they love golf, and a lot of them are very, very good at it, but there are so many dudes on a golf course that just try to hit on them nonstop, especially if you're like working the drink cart. Oh, God, that's got to be the worst. Just old dudes being like, you keep this coming around every 3 holes. Here's another $20 where that came from. By the way, did I mention I'm a CEO and I'm twice your dad's age? Let's go out sometime. So anyway, today's second date update started on a golf course and involves an angry brother. That's pretty much all I know about it. Sounds like it should be a lot of fun. Peter, what's up? How are you?
A little pissed off. I'm doing okay today.
Wait, so does that make you the angry brother, or is there another angry brother involved?
No, I think I'm the only angry brother on this call.
Well, let's check. Is there another angry brother here? Nope, just you,
Okay.
Peter. All right, cool. Your email was actually a little confusing, but I want you to explain what happened. Why are you calling for a second date update today?
Okay, well, I got invited by my boss to this charity golf outing.
Okay.
And he told me I could bring a guest because usually I play with him, and my sister's a golfer. So I brought my sister.
Okay, wait, hold on. We're not calling your sister for the second date update, though, right?
No, definitely don't want to date my sister.
Okay, good. Things that have to be established.
No. Yeah, no. So we got paired with these 2 guys. They work for another company. I never met them before. But these 2 guys, Tyler and Max, and they seem like good guys, and we were having a good time. It's like a party tournament, basically. There's shots at every hole. There's drinking competition, games, whatnot, raffle prizes, that whole thing. So it's me and my sister, and it's these 2 guys, Tyler and Max.
Okay.
And drinks start flowing. Tyler and my sister start hitting it off. The flirtation grows, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do about it? But throughout the round, it was more and more. They were distracted by each other, not even taking their shots, just giggling. And
like on like a little grassy hill somewhere making out while you guys are trying to putt?
It wasn't quite like that, but it might as well have been. I mean, they weren't thinking about golf.
Okay, so wait, were you angry at that point? Like, were you mad at your sister for ruining your game, or?
No, I mean, it was whatever. It was fine. She was having a good time. I didn't really care. So anyway, this continued the whole round, and by the end, it was a little annoying. Not gonna lie, it was like me and his friend were just these awkward guys on their date, and it wasn't even like we were playing golf. It was like, where can we get the next drink? And towards the end of the round, the last few holes, they actually rode together. We switched carts, and I was awkwardly riding with his friend.
So it's almost like she was on a date, and you were on a date with somebody new, too.
Cute.
But that was just the beginning, because after the round, they had the raffle and the dinner and everything, and it was like she completely forgot I was even there. We were sitting at the same table, but it was like their second date at this point. And the drinks are flowing. And meanwhile, I'm her DD. I'm driving her, so I'm basically a babysitter at this point.
Yeah, right. She's going home with him. She doesn't care about you, bro, okay?
Yeah, well, that would have been better than what happened, because the raffle and the dinner was winding down. It was over. People were leaving, and I couldn't find my sister.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, I was literally the last person in the ballroom. There was nobody. There was the people cleaning up. I don't know where my sister is, so I go out to the parking lot, and people are leaving. I go to my truck to put my clubs and our stuff back, and there in the bed of my truck is my sister with Tyler.
Oh.
Your truck has been christened.
I think the word you're looking for is tainted. But,
All right. So 2 problems. 1, you got to burn your truck. And 2, you saw your sister doing that in the back of your truck.
yeah, it was dark. I didn't see much. I heard more than I saw, and I quickly walked away.
Oh my God! But then you just have to wait till they finish. Like, what do you do then? Like, you're just sitting on the curb, like, all right, minding my own business, twiddling my thumbs here.
Yeah, you go on Instagram and you'd be really pissed off, and you just sit there.
Just sit there and scroll through your Instagram feed for about, what? How long? How long were you there?
About 40 minutes.
Wow, nice
wow.
work, sis. Yeah.
Yeah. So she comes stumbling back my way, holding hands with this douche, Tyler, and they're.
I like how he went from a good guy to a douche because now your truck is involved.
Yeah, he walked her back, kissed her goodnight right in front of me, and then went to shake my hand. I'm actually the most angry that I shook his hand as he said goodnight, and he told my sister that he would call her. But she kept saying what a great guy he was. Like, she really thinks it was going to be something, and so I tried to be supportive. I'm her big brother, and the reason I'm calling is this guy ruins my whole experience, and now he's ghosting my sister.
Oh.
After all that, he ghosted her. My sister's really upset about it, and which makes me furious.
Yeah.
So wait, so you're calling for your sister so that we can call him and you can get her a second date?
I don't want to get her a second date. I'm calling to find out why he ditched my sister like that. I want answers.
Oh.
Whoa, the brother's
Okay.
coming in.
And if it's a good reason, are you going to be like, hey, will you go out with her again? Or
I mean, if there's a legitimate reason, sure. But I don't see how there could be when you just get someone's number and then you don't talk to them for 2 weeks.
yeah. Well, he did more than get her number. I just want to remind you that he got more than a number.
Dude.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
No problem. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and find out why he's not calling your sister back, and maybe end up getting your sister a second date.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
And it's a beautiful day here for your second date update. The hills are a beautiful rolling green. The grass has been perfectly manicured while the employees of a company golf tournament get properly tuned up by taking shots on every single hole before the action really starts, because everybody knows the game really starts after the golf tournament, where the employees get even more tuned up and in the night by hooking up in the back of their brother's truck. It's the Masters, a tradition unlike any other.
Oh, beautiful.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Welcome back to the second part of our second date update today. And why the golf intro? That's because Peter is on the phone, and Peter doesn't want a second date today. Peter wants to get his sister a second date, or at least find out why the dude that hooked up with her in the back of his truck at his company's golf tournament won't call her back. Peter, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Peter, I forgot to ask you, does your sister know you're doing this?
No.
She doesn't.
Do you think she's going to want that?
My sister's really upset about this. She really liked him, so.
All right.
There we go.
What's your sister's name, by the way? I never got her name.
Leah.
Leah, okay. And when I call this dude for the second date update, I'm just going to say that she wants to know before I bring you on the phone, okay?
All right. Appreciate it.
Well, let's do this. There's a slight easterly wind in the air, and I think it is the perfect time to dial the phone number. So let's dial away.
Hello?
Yeah, can I speak to Tyler, please?
Yeah, you're talking to him?
What's up, Tyler? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Yeah, my name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah, I know the show. Why are you calling?
Oh, you do know the show. Do you listen a lot?
Occasionally, yeah.
Wonderful.
That is a good
Occasionally
review.
is way more than most people do. So thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. But why exactly are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you today because somebody emailed us to do a second date update with you.
You mean that thing you guys do when you go on a date with somebody, but you don't like call them back, and then you guys follow up?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
You are an occasional listener. Look at that.
Yeah, but I haven't gone out with anybody.
Well, technically that's true.
Yeah, I guess you are right. This is a girl named Leah that you recently met at a golf tournament. She's wondering why you're not calling her back.
But I didn't go on a date with her.
Yeah.
Right. But you still hung out with her.
Yeah, I mean, there's that crazy golf day. But that's about it. I wouldn't call that a date.
But it's still fun. Like, it sounds like you guys made a great connection. You spent most of the day together from what we know.
From what I can remember.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, according to the report we heard, everybody was hammered, and you guys especially were very drunk.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know I was, but I still don't understand why she's wanting to call me. I don't even know, how did she get my number?
What?
I'm assuming you gave it to her after you gave it to her.
And it sounds like you guys had quite a connection together. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me why she'd want to go out with you again.
We flirted. We had a good time. Kissed around the 16th hole, but...
You did a little more than that.
Yeah. There's a reason that you probably would have gave her your phone number.
Look, to be honest, I don't recall anything from that day mostly. It was like the 12th hole is like the last thing I have that I can remember.
For real?
Yeah. I remember 12th hole, and I remember getting home in a taxi cab.
Dude, there was like a dinner, there was an auction, there was some other stuff after that. You don't remember any of that.
I've been told all of that happened. I don't have any memory of it.
Okay.
What's the last thing that, I don't know, somebody told you about that you don't remember?
So, well, my friend who took me there, the last thing he told me was that I wandered off, and he didn't see me for a while. He couldn't find me, so he went home, and then I showed up at home in a taxi.
Okay. Well, then have I got news for you, Peter?
Well, obviously, I gave Leah my phone number. You said that already.
Yeah. You did a little bit more than that, though.
I'm confused. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm talking about hooking up with her in the back of her brother's truck.
That was blunt.
Sorry, I just let it slip out there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no? How could you have zero memory of hooking up with somebody in the bed of a truck?
Well, what? You're serious?
Yeah. I'm completely serious.
Oh, come on, guys. That didn't happen. I would have remembered that.
Well, it sounds like you don't. And I know somebody who does remember it because I think it is burned into his memory for the rest of his life, whether he wants it to be or not.
His?
Yeah. Her brother, Peter, who actually saw you guys doing that. And he's on the phone and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tyler, this is Peter, Leah's brother.
Hi.
So awkward, dude. Oh my god.
Seriously? Hi, that's all you gotta say?
I'm sorry?
Could you say that again without it being such a question mark? Like you don't know what you're supposed to say?
Well, I'm just confused. I'm sorry.
Are you confused about the fact that you're a real piece of
Oh!
Well, I'm not, man. I just don't remember anything.
Peter, don't you think that's, I mean, it's kind of a valid excuse why he hasn't called your sister back since he doesn't remember.
I'm glad to know that. I mean, that makes sense, but at the same time, I can't believe that my sister is feeling so terrible about missing out on hearing from a guy like you.
Oh.
A guy like me? I'm a really nice guy. I would have called her back. It's just I drank too much that day. It's just a circumstance. Oh.
Okay, well, if you're such a good guy, then why don't you call her back now that you know? Because I think she deserves an apology.
I don't even have her number. I don't even know what's going on.
Wait, hasn't she tried to get a hold of you at all? Hasn't she texted you, Tyler, or called you?
I'm not that I'm aware of. I'm not from anyone named Leah. I haven't gotten a call.
You're a liar, dude. She said she's called you at least 10 times, left messages. Be a man.
That's a lot of times.
Oh my God, that's the number? Like,
So
I'm glad there's
I
amusing to you, Tyler.
oh my God, I saw the number. I just avoided it because I didn't recognize it. Thought it was just a bill collector. I'm not going to check my messages if I think they're just trying to get money or sell me something.
Okay, well, now that you know whose number it is, I'd appreciate if you'd call my sister and apologize.
You can tell her that
What?
I'm sorry.
You don't want to call her back?
Okay.
Tell her.
Look, it's. I mean, whatever happened. I thought she was cute, but I wasn't like attracted. I didn't see anything going further beyond just like a fun.
Okay, no, I don't want to hear anything else out of you, Tyler, other than I'm going to call your sister and you're going to ask her out on a proper date.
Oh.
Really?
I don't think I could do that.
I think you can, Tyler, and here's why you can, because if you don't, I happen to know who your boss is.
Whoa.
Because that tournament you were at, that was put on by my company. So if you don't remember what happened at that event, you don't call my sister, apologize, and ask her out on a date. I'm going to report your actions back to your boss.
What?
Ooh.
Are you like blackmailing him right now, Peter?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Wait, why would your sister even want to go out with a guy who doesn't remember sleeping with her?
I'm going to give her the chance to turn him down if that's what she wants to do, but he's going to man up and make the call. And if he doesn't, I'm going to get him fired.
Oh.
Whoa.
Come on, man. Are you serious? You're going to get me fired over this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
I think he's serious, Tyler.
Yeah.
I would call her.
That's a big
Just
brother.
saying.
It was a drunken mistake. Come on. Can't you just give me a pass on this? We've all done stupid stuff.
It was a drunken mistake that happened in the back of my pickup truck. So I'm kind of taking it a little bit personally, Tyler. So you better make this right, ass.
In that case, Tyler, would you like to go out with Peter's sister Leah on a second date? We will pay for it.
Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice, so yeah.
This is the start of a romantic story. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'll be expecting you to call her by tonight at the latest.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, man, this is a beautiful love story.
Yeah, I can't wait for their wedding.
I don't think there's going to be a wedding, but I'll be calling her.
Great. I'm certainly hoping that there isn't.
All right. Well, that's a successful second date update. Both of you guys take care, all right?
Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 592 that says, Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Entertaining extortion along with your morning coffee. It's true. It's what we do here.
so
We support
bad.
extortion and blackmail and all other types of crime, really.
We don't
Brooke and Jubal
support
in the
it.
morning, talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Peter wanted to call Tyler. They didn't go out together, but Peter took his sister to a golf tournament. It was like a work golf tournament. And his sister got very drunk and ended up hooking up with this dude, Tyler, in the back of his truck. Not Tyler's truck. Peter, the girl's brother's truck.
Yeah.
And he saw it. And then the dude wasn't calling back. So Peter wanted to do a second date update to confront him about it. And it turns out Tyler didn't remember a single thing. And that's why he wasn't calling her back.
I'm sorry, but in this whole thing, the brother, that's just creepy, man. You don't get involved in your sister's sex life. I mean,
Yeah.
just stay out of it. No.
I think he's been
No.
a good brother. She was
No.
upset. He wants to get to the bottom of
It's
it.
creepy. And then extorting the guy to make him go out with his sister, or like at least apologize, I guess.
Yeah, because it was a work thing. He said, if you don't call my sister and apologize and ask her on another date, then I'm going to tell your boss how drunk you got and what you did in the back of my truck. And the guy was like, okay, I guess I have to. And yeah, I think it's kind of weird, but a lot of people texting in at 78592 say that guy is the best brother ever.
Dude, no.
It's good unless they like fall in love, because then at the wedding you're like, do they really love each other, or does he still just want to keep his job?
Yeah, is he just still scared of the brother?
Or if they get married, you have the worst brother-in-law ever. I mean, he's going to be involved in every single thing that you do.
True.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
92.5. Second date update.
We got an email from a woman who wants a second date update. And I really like these ones.
Okay.
Because we don't get them a lot. Maybe once or twice a year it'll happen. Wow. Where someone with a long-lost love who went on a date over a decade ago.
I do love these ones too.
Now they're coming to us hoping to reconnect with that person.
Oh, me too.
Let's go.
I'm sorry if I'm bringing this up in front of you, Jose. I know you had a lot of one and dones from a decade ago, so it's a little traumatic.
I do. Well, there's only one. Miss her.
Still haven't forgot about it.
I forgot about her.
It's good that you get over things.
It's funny, actually. I was complaining recently, and Brooke's like, you remember when we first met? You were upset about some other girl? I'm like, yeah, I do pout about these loves.
Yeah.
So I want to get these two together, Jeff.
Yeah, so you will understand where this woman's coming from. Let's meet her. Her name's Fiona. Hey, Fiona.
Hey, hi.
Oh, my goodness.
Fiona.
So wait, how long ago was your date?
About 15 years ago.
Whoa, dang, girl. You don't even sound old enough for that.
I know. How old are you? Like 6 years old?
No, you just caught me on a good day, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, good voice.
All right. So what's this guy's name?
Charlie.
Oh, look at how you even
wow.
said it.
Charlie and Fiona.
So where did you meet originally?
We met in college.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Co-eds together.
A lot of
striking out on your own.
A lot of weird stuff happens in college.
Yeah, that's not the romantic setting I was thinking.
But,
you're thinking in the back of a frat house somewhere.
Yeah, now it kind of changed.
But I don't know, maybe your story is a little bit more romantic than Brooke and my experiences in college.
Hey, I went to community college for a semester.
Apologies, Jose.
Thank
So if you want to tell us a little bit more, what happened?
So basically, we went on a date. And it was just really great. It was dinner and then a comedy show. And he was this kind of sort of rugged guy. He's got this great deep voice, but he also just is such a gentleman at the same time. And, he opened doors for me and he was just so considerate and charming. And we just had a great time together.
And did you guys know each other very well before this comedy show date?
No. Not very well. I'd seen him around, but a friend basically set us up together.
Okay.
I mean, this is another student that you're talking about. It's not one of your professors.
I didn't think of that.
I mean, you're telling me he can pay for his own dinners and he's a gentleman? Like, what type of college guy is this?
He was not a professor. He was another student.
Okay. All right. You just never know with this show.
Yeah.
We get all
It's
sorts
true.
coming on here, so
True.
it's good to know.
I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, I don't even know if I went on an actual date in college.
Yeah.
Give me a top ramen.
I think we just got drunk and ate pizza a lot.
That was
it. Look, I'm tearing up.
So, okay.
So, we kissed at the end of the date, and it was great, and he dropped me off at my dorm. And then somehow there wasn't a whole lot after that. And I did hear, and I did not get any details, so I don't know really what the cause was, but I did hear that he had actually gotten kicked out.
Kicked out of school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know why. I never heard any details, and I didn't want to be asking around too much, about it. So
Can I ask you, Fiona? I mean, it sounds like a lovely date, but it doesn't sound like something that you would pine after for 15 years about.
I don't know. It sounds pretty romantic to me. I mean, this guy is a college dropout. What a bad boy.
I mean, why are you still thinking about this guy?
So here's the thing. I haven't been pining, so it's not so much that, but he popped up recently on Facebook.
Okay.
That happens, yeah.
So that kind of reminded me of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it looks, from what I can see, that he's single, and it looks like he's moved back into the area. And so I just was thinking, because I'm kind of shy, I kind of was hoping maybe you guys could sort of kind of reach out to him, see if he remembers.
Oh, that's smart, actually. I like that. No, think about it. That way she doesn't look creepy, like she's been holding on to it.
I don't know. for the dudes, okay, you two, would you be freaked out if someone came to you and said, hey, 15 years ago, we went on one date. Let's go out again.
I'd be like, finally, someone thinks I'm good in bed.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, Brooke, we're men. That's a stupid question.
Yeah,
of course we're interested.
Okay.
So have you haven't tried to get in touch with him at all?
No.
So wait, how did you get his phone number then?
Well, my friend on Facebook knows him.
Oh.
So she has all of his info, and I don't know, I just thought maybe it could be romantic, so many years later, maybe see each other again. And I mean, I don't know what would come of it, but,
You really want that big love story, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, sure.
That's okay. That's okay.
Maybe at a minimum we can get a 2-story beer bong out of this.
No.
So why don't
maybe a cake stand?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take our wins where we can get them. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Charlie for you, and we'll try and get you a second date update. All right, Fiona?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're talking to a woman named Fiona who's hoping to get back in touch with a long-lost love from her college days. Yeah, 15 years ago. And I got to say, Fiona, I'm very impressed.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, not by the date, just by the fact that you remember your college days. That's not an easy feat.
A lot of people don't.
No. I mean, I think I pretty much remember my parents dropping me off at my freshman dorm. Then I joined a frat. Next thing I know, 4 years have passed, and I'm regaining consciousness in a stadium full of people with my cap and gown on. So
I feel that so much,
Yeah.
Jeffrey. I really do.
But
You're here.
Here I am. Fiona had a different collegiate experience, and she met a guy named Charlie. They had a very nice, very romantic dinner date. But before they could continue their relationship any further than that, Charlie suddenly left school. And it's not clear if he was kicked out or if he just dropped out voluntarily. But Fiona's hoping 15 years later that we can call him and finally get some answers and maybe rekindle the romance. Is that all right, Fiona?
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm sorry, I was just enthralled.
You're enthralled.
By your own story.
Oh my God. I know. Here's the thing, Fiona. I think with this, you don't have anything to lose. Like, this guy isn't in your life. You never see him. Like, if he totally denies you, who cares?
Exactly. You see, that's so well said. I think that's exactly how I feel.
Okay, so if he doesn't remember your name, just don't feel bad, because I remember maybe one of my boyfriends from college's name.
Okay, I'll try to survive the shock.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to dial the phone number right now. Really want this to happen for you. But remember, keep your hopes low.
Yeah.
So dial the phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
Speaking, who's this?
Hi, Charlie. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk with us?
You're the who with the who?
I like how you asked that.
No, that was right.
Yep.
I am the who with the who.
Uh-huh.
No, my name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
You can call a radio station or anything. I'm not sure what.
No, we're doing something with you right now that we do on our show called a second date update. It's a segment where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email us and we'll reach out to that person for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Oh, okay. Again, I didn't call you guys, so I didn't go on any dates or anything. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, this one's a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, you did go on a date with a woman a little while ago.
A long while ago.
Yeah. You might not remember because the date happened about 15 years ago.
Yeah, you're going to have to be a little more specific, I guess. That's a long time.
She told us that you guys had a really nice dinner together, and her name, maybe this will ring a bell, her name's Fiona.
That is a name that I haven't thought about Fiona in a very, very long time.
Oh, okay. So you remember?
You do remember?
Yeah, that's it's not a very common name, so yeah, I only really had one Fiona interaction.
You haven't thought about her at all?
Well, listen. She wasn't like thinking about you for the last 15 years either. I don't want you to freak out or anything. She just saw your picture on Facebook. Like, it was like people you may know suggestions.
Right. Okay. It's a little less stalkery. Okay.
Yeah.
And so she told us about that date 15 years ago, and then she said you either left college or you got kicked out. She wasn't sure and didn't know the reason why.
There were some rumors, though, it sounds like.
Well, yeah. But you don't have to tell us if you don't want to.
Man, this is bananas. I mean, only a couple of my close friends actually know what really went down, like the skinny of it all. But
Can we be included in your group of close friends?
long story short, I'll try to do long story short. So I knew that Fiona and I shared a same class. Like, we weren't in the same time slot, but we had the same professor.
Okay, yeah, right.
But my grand plan was to scoop up Fiona right after class, and then we go out to dinner, go see a show.
Okay.
And while that was happening, I was going to go over to my car because, like I said, I picked her up from school, so her book bag would have been there. I could have copied her notes or tried to, use her work to pass off as my own because of a big essay that we needed to have done.
So you asked Fiona out to take her on a date so you could steal her homework and plagiarize her stuff?
Well, you changed it enough so it's not plagiarizing, but I did not have enough time to do that because Fiona was very engaging. She's very smart, very funny. I didn't have time to go run to my car and copy her notes.
Oh, I'm glad your morals didn't kick in or anything. It was just a time issue.
Yeah, like, I had time to run to my car, but what I did when I ran to my car was just grab her notes, and then I took them to class while I was trying to furiously come up with something to turn in, and I was caught with someone else's basically work, and in order to make all that go away, I made sure that she had no idea. I didn't throw her under the bus at all. So it was quietly made. That's why I said I was asked not to return. It was kind of just, you're done, son.
Yeah, get out of here.
And you never wanted to tell her what happened?
I mean, would you?
I wouldn't tell her.
What is it? Not her fault.
Oh, my God.
She's probably wondering, where did that homework that I did go? I had to do it all over again.
I made it clear that she had nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, Prince Charming.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Man.
is a good thing.
Yeah. Is this a bad time to let you know that she's been listening on the phone this entire time and wants to talk to you?
Why would you do that?
Because that's how this segment works, Fiona.
Yeah, guess who's sneaky now?
Yeah. Fiona, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you laughing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you mad? Is this funny?
I don't know.
I don't know
fair.
either.
Still processing.
That's fair. Are things starting to make sense about why he left school? I mean,
Well, yeah, it all adds up. It's just like I'm listening to somebody else's life. I mean, what you're saying, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I am genuinely sorry if there's been any sort of confusion or whatever in the last 15 years or since that happened that you've thought about it. So that's the truth.
So, Charlie, I mean, it's nice to hear that you feel bad about what you did, but how did you feel about Fiona? Did you have any, romantic feelings towards her?
Oh, like I said, I couldn't go copy your homework because I was having such a good time on the date. So you hoodwinked me.
You hoodwinked me. I mean, he's complimenting you in some way because you were so brilliant in school. But in the other way, that's kind of messed up that he didn't ask you out because he liked you.
Yeah, that sucks. But on the other hand, I know that we both had a really good time on the date. So
And how does it feel to hear his deep masculine voice again 15 years later?
yeah, it definitely sounds very similar, and I did really like his voice. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I'm not getting a
Charlie.
sense of a lot of feelings from her. She's just like, I do see his voice, and it is his, and I like it, and there's the voice.
I can confirm there was homework.
Yes. So, I never
Well,
asked.
now you see why I got those good grades.
Yeah.
She's right.
Yeah, you were like a science major. Or something.
Charlie, I still haven't asked this yet. Are you currently single or in a relationship? What's your status?
I mean, listen, you caught my dog. I don't have...
I hope you don't count your dog as a relationship. Please.
What kind of show do you think we are?
Oh my
We don't
God,
count that.
dude.
Things just got worse. So you're single and you're looking, Charlie.
As long as, don't bring a backpack, don't bring any homework, don't bring any notes. I don't know if I can hold myself back. But no, at the very least, if they want to give you my number or numbers or switch or...
All right. Well, hold on there, Charlie. I've got something to say. Normally, we ask the person that we call first, but instead, I think we need to ask Fiona.
Uh-huh.
Fiona, are you still interested in going out on another date with Charlie?
I like that.
You know, here's the thing. Hearing his voice and talking about all of this definitely takes me back. But at the same time, I don't think that that's sort of the basis of how the whole thing started and why is really going to be a good idea for me for... No.
I thought for sure you were going to say yes, Fiona.
I know.
He sounded sorry. I mean, he's apologetic. It sounds like he's grown as a person.
Bottom line, he's like a flippin' cheater, so...
Well,
all right.
I mean, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I feel like a lot of people in college were cheaters. I hope my college isn't listening, but...
admitting this?
What?
Yeah.
You cheated too? I never cheated.
You didn't?
I never cheated.
Oh, come on,
I
Brooke.
swear on my life. I was the person that people cheated off of, Jeffrey.
Oh, goody two-shoes
Yeah.
over there. I'm sure you were. Okay, well, Charlie, it sounds like she's not even interested in a second date, so I'm not going to ask you.
Fiona, I am very sorry you don't want to at least FaceTime or anything like that. I get it. But I guess think back to a date you had 12 years ago and check on that guy. I'm not sure.
Moving 92.5.